We're on scene tonight with body cam and chopper video from the Baltimore Police Department. Officers were investigating the theft of a Nissan Rogue when they found the vehicle in a parking lot. The suspect, Corey Dixon, was inside. Officers called for backup, including a police helicopter. Then they approached the SUV.
Hey, let me see your hands. Hey, do not! He's pulling off! Stop!
Dixon sped off, hitting trainee officer Thomas Smith head-on with the vehicle. Now, fortunately, Smith was not seriously injured. He opened fire, shooting Dixon in the hand and shoulder, but Dixon kept driving. As he tried to get away from police on the ground, the helicopter pilot kept him in sight.
Fox, he just hit an officer. He's headed towards Collington. He's going to be going across Mira, westbound Mira, coming up to Chester Street. Still westbound. He's going to be in the parking lot now, 1200 block of Preston Street in the rear. Cutting across, coming up to Preston Street now. He just hit another car. He's going to be bound out, 1200 block of Preston. He's going to be westbound towards Washington. Preston and Washington. Northbound on Washington from Preston. Northbound on Washington. He's going to be in the rear. It's like 2000 block of Ellsworth. 2005. Coming out to Ellsworth. Still crossing the alleyway. Coming up to Hoffman Street. 2013 Hoffman. He's going to be cutting across back out to Washington. All right, now he's going to be in the rear of the 2000 block of Washington.
Police found the crashed vehicle, and the helicopter pilot continued to guide officers to the suspect's location as he hid at an apartment building.
Yeah, 10-4, right in that cut right there. That's where he's going to be, right there. 10-4. He's going to be right on the left-hand side. All right, they're making contact with him now.
Dixon surrendered, was taken to the hospital for his injuries. He was charged with second-degree assault. Joining me now, retired LAPD Sergeant Cheryl Dorsey. Sergeant, that is quite a video. Take us through this from an officer's point of view.
Well, listen, the problem that I have with the video is that, in my opinion, the officers used poor tactics. When you use poor tactics, it will surely get you involved in an officer-involved shooting. They knew that this suspect had been involved in a home invasion robbery, had stolen the victim's vehicle. They were directed to his location. Why would you approach the vehicle and try to open the door and then have another officer position himself in front of the vehicle? Well, when you do that, you're likely to get hit, and now you've created an opportunity to use deadly force, something you don't want to do when a suspect is behind the wheel of a vehicle, because when you shoot a driver, there's a very good likelihood that bad things can happen with an incapacitated driver. So it turned out fine. Suspect was taken into custody, but this thing could have ended way, way differently.
I want to talk about the chopper pilot and how they're able to track the suspect. This is an enormous advantage for a police department to have a chopper like that that can continue to follow the suspect.
You know, that's one of the things that I was always mindful of whenever I was in a vehicle or foot pursuit, is to get an air unit right away, request an air unit, because no one, whether on foot or in a car, can outrun a helicopter. And the pilot up there did an amazing job of directing officers directly to the suspect's location. Again, the problem that I had is that one officer by himself, without the benefit of backup, encountered the suspect. Again, it could have ended very differently had he been armed and fired on that individual officer.
And again, this is an issue we see a lot when it comes to tactics, is this idea of reaching into a car is always, I shouldn't say always, can very often be dangerous for officers.
Absolutely. You grab the door of a vehicle and there's a driver behind it, expect to be drugged. You've just created a reason now to shoot at somebody and say, well, he was dragging the officer, or I thought he was going to hit me. Then don't approach. They had ample officers there to freeze frame and make that situation safe to take him into custody or pursue him should he run.
Sergeant Cheryl Dorsey, thank you very much for your perspective. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.